What's up, volleyball fans? With the semifinals to playoffs just right around the corner, the AEP Cabstars are looking to gain every win they can get to secure that Final Four position or that spot. For the VNS Always Bright Laticrete Griffins, still vying for their first win. Happy Volleyball Friday to our sports fans out there. This is our first of our triple header. Stay tuned. This is Spikers Turf, where power meets passion.
Welcome inside the Phil Oil Center in San Juan for Day 8 of the 2026 Spikers Turf Open Conference. On your screens, we have VNS still searching for a breakthrough win. Also, you can see here the AEP Cabstars ready to ride that high, ready and excited to string on back-to-back wins. Now, on the other side, VNS still searching for a breakthrough win after dropping 6 straight matches. Now, we have our talented players capable of putting up points quickly. Now they're eager to turn their efforts into their first win of the game. Now we have a triple header loaded for you fans. We have the VNS Always Bright Laticrete Griffins against the AEP Cabstars at 1. And at 3 p.m. it's the Alpha Insurance Protectors against the 3B Event Masters. And for our last nightcap, it's the Crisscross King Crunchers against the Savoj Aesthetic Spin Doctors. Now we want to welcome you here inside the Phil Oil Center in San Juan City for Day 8 of the Spikers Turf Open Conference. Thank you for watching us on the Pilipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. Alexis Tinsay at your service, together with my partner, Coach Ronnie Magsanok, and our courtside reporter, Bailey Sakot. Now, Coach Ronnie, how are our standings today? We know that VNS is really hungry for their first ever win.
They need to sweep the remaining games if they're still to make it to the playoffs, while on the other side, the Cabstars are just hoping that they are better than the other teams below them, which we will see shortly. And in their last match, they were able to beat the Event Masters, and that's why they climbed to 2 and 3 to finish round number 1. And as we mentioned earlier, VNS looking to sweep the remaining matches, a tall order definitely in their bid to still make it to the postseason, because only 4 teams out of the 6 teams playing here in the Open Conference will make it to the semifinals.
You're right. There is indeed a big sense of urgency as of the moment for our VNS Laticrete Always Bright Griffins. And talking about bright spots, they actually got to win a set with their previous match.
6 games played, 3 sets won. 2 against this counterpart that they faced in the first round, wherein they lost by 5 sets, and they also won a set number 3 in their second meeting, as the Event Masters were able to assert their mastery versus VNS. Well, VNS has paraded a team which has at least 5 players under 20 years old. Talk about grassroots, talk about investing in youth. But definitely this was not enough for them to be able to overcome the likes of Car Bardal and Ismael Encina, as they lost in terms of the scoring skills. And their floor defense also failed them, especially during the time that they wanted to send the match into a possible 5th set, because after winning set number 3, they were able to keep set 4 really close, but eventually came up short in winning time.
And like you said, VNS Always Bright Laticrete Griffins always invests in youth. And we know for a fact that there are a lot of 16-year-olds, senior high students here inside the roster. And one man, a young man indeed, stepped up here in the name of Joseph Guzman.
Elijah Joseph Guzman, only 16 years old, second youngest player for the Griffins. But definitely after scoring only 3 points in their first 5 matches, suddenly man of the moment for them, as he scored, and top scored rather, with a total of 15 points, built around a 13 of 24 attack rate, good for 54%. Also had 2 blocks of their total 7, but definitely going to be a part of the future of the VNS team. looking forward or looking ahead.
Now let's head on over to the other side. We know that the AEP Cabstars had a solid stride with their last sweep. And with that, they showed composure and efficiency and are ready to move it back-to-back for this day today.
And this is definitely top of mind for the Cabstars, a team looking to make it to the semifinals. They also face the same opponent that VNS also squared up, and a team that they beat in 3 straight sets. This is a team that benefited from Signal's hiatus, as they have picked up at least 5 key players from the Signal Awesome Nation that have turned things around for them, the likes of Vince Abrot, and of course, J-Rock de la Noche, and then you have EJ Casanya, and then you have Guaza, and then you have a team right now in the midst or in the cusp of making it to the top 4. Aided once again by terrific offensive arsenal, and with 3 players accounting for 45 of their 75 points. It was an uphill climb for the 3B event masters to keep in step with them in terms of offense, and eventually they failed to be able to push the match into a possible 4th set.
You know what, Coach Ronnie? Truly nowhere to go but up. We have one man racking up points. We've been watching him closely ever since his collegiate era.
Oh, indeed. Played for UST in college, best opposite spiker in the UAP in season 84, a 2-time silver medalist in the UAP in season 85 and season 86 from Victorias Negros. Right now, he's the top gun for the Cabstars. 78 points scored. That's good, I believe, in the top 5. But more than that, number 9 in spike percentage at 41%, number 4 in aces, number 8 in digs. But more than that, he has been the best scoring option for this team, looking to make it to the postseason, looking to make it to the semifinals.
Truly, J-Rock de la Noche is one to look out for here against VNS. Now, just in a while, we have our match at hand. But first, join in the conversation using the hashtag SpikerSurf2026. You can also check our social media pages so that we can know your comments and your suggestions. Now, let's head on over to our venue announcer because we will have our first sets in just a while.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the open conference of the Spikers Turf, where power meets passion. We are now in the 2nd round of the preliminaries, and we have 2 matches lined up, or rather 3 matches lined up for you this afternoon. For the first of these 3 matches, match number 18, let us welcome our VNS Always Bright Laticrete and their challengers, our AEP Cabstars. Presenting our officials for this match. First referee, Ms. Josie Del Rosario, International Referee. Second referee, Mr. Fernando Velarde, National Referee. Let's call on our starting lineup from our VNS Always Bright Laticrete Griffins. Let's begin with jersey number 1, Ronnie Adviento. At number 8, Winfred John Santos. Wearing jersey number 11, Terence Martishon. At number 13, Howard Guerra. Number 14 is Jersey Santos. Number 20, Jomari Gamotea. Starting libero is the team captain, number 2, John Joshua Cruz. Head coach, Mr. Ralph Ocampo. Presenting our AEP Cabstars. Beginning with jersey number 5, Gabriel EJ Casanya. At number 9, J-Rock de la Noche. Wearing jersey number 12, Paul Brian Malaiba. At number 13, Fena Guaza. Number 18, Michael Christian Doria. And number 23, Schnake. starting libero is number 24, Vince Patrick Lorenzo. Head coach, Mr. Kitty Antiporta. This is match number 18, second round of the preliminaries. Open conference of the Spikers Turf, where power meets passion.
Welcome to the Spikers Turf Open Conference 2026. On your screens, we have a similar lineup here for Coach Ralph Ocampo for the VNS AB Laticrete Griffins here. Now on the other side, we also have the same lineup for the AEP Cabstars, but actually we have a bit of a mix. We have Schnacky starting here for Coach Christian. Now, as we open set one, the storylines between these two teams could not be more different. Cabstars come in riding the confidence of a straight set victory over 3B, where De La Noche led the scoring. Now, we'll see how hungry Winfred Santos and his squad go against our AEP.
It's all about trying to keep in step, especially in the early goings for VNS, if they can. Because right now, definitely, you will have this team from the Cabstars trying to go all out for a win to get their third win, build their first winning streak, and stay ahead of the 3B Event Masters, their main protagonist in the fourth spot that will make it eventually to the postseason. First point off. This set to the VNS in that quick hit in the previous sequence.
You're right on that. If you've just tuned in, thank you for watching us. This is just set number one. As Cruz will pop it up high for Jersey Santos. Contained. Schnacky tries to go down the line, and no second ball on that. Works well for AEP Cabstars.
Played for Signal in the previous conference. Did not get much playing time, but right now we're seeing the best from Schnacky was delivered well for the Cab All-Stars.
Guerra. Gamotea activated here right by the middle.
One of the taller players for VNS. And again, second point coming from the same play that should set a quick play against the wanted blockers of the red shirts.
You're at a deadlock at 2 here. Casanya. Gonna have a back-to-back here by the middle now from Doria.
Missed one earlier. Doria, Michael Christian Doria, did not score against 3B. Their last match. Played only in the third set, came off the bench. Will try to be a major factor along that spot.
That's gonna be out, and another point here. Racking up for the AEP Cabstars. The Griffins still searching for a breakthrough after dropping 6 straight matches. Most recent loss came against 3B in a 4-set battle. So again, they're doing everything they can here to extend the matches. AEP still riding on a high after that sweep. Would want to close this in 3 sets. Let's take a look at how our Laticrete Griffins will do everything in their power to halt these Cabstars.
Second best scorer, John Santos, scoring earlier. Third attack point for them. But Guaza, also, who previously played for Signal, scores his first point. Definitely a big asset for this franchise, for the Cabstars, as he has proven that he's among the best middle blockers here in the Spikers Turf.
Guerra, now to Jersey. All power. There's a touch. Gonna cut that run from AEP's Cabstars. Now we only have a single point game ahead of us here.
That was Santos scoring once again. They have 2 Santoses. By the way, Jersey Santos and Winfred John Santos.
Yes, I actually covered one of their games, and the Jersey and Winfred, actually both Santoses, came off the bench and was an indeed spark plug, changed the tides of the game, and now they're starters. What a save with that drop ball coming from Jersey. Ball is kept alive. Playmaker. Cross. Casanya will set up De La Noche. All power, unstoppable here on the side of the Cabstars.
Tremendous power coming from the former Growling Tiger. And right now, like Jason Snaki, showing his full potential, playing for a different team, going to a different direction, hoping to take this team all the way to the semifinals.
Again, currently having a 2-3 record here. Howard choosing Winfred here, cross, blocked. Winfred's second attempt here. And that is not checked for the VNS Griffins.
Went to zone 5, will not connect. Away from the blockers, long and deep. 3-point run here for the Cabstars. Kabuyaw All-Stars dati ito. Cabstars.
Cabstars
Nice.
now. Jersey going all power. Casania will choose Guaza. Has been unstoppable by the net, but great cover coming from the Laticrete Griffins, especially with the leadership of Owa Cruz as libero. But that point continues the run here for the Cabstars now for our first technical timeout, up by 4.
You're still watching the 2026 Spikers Turf Open Conference. Let's talk about the VNS Always Bright Laticrete Griffins and one of their bright young stars, Elijah Joseph Guzman. Elijah is a product of Abra Province, currently a student athlete of St. Vincent Institute of Technology in Caloocan. He is only 16 years old. Tinanong ko siya kung anong strand yung tinitake niya. Sabi niya, he's only in grade 10. Wala pa daw siya doon. And Elijah's story is simple. It's Elijah's VNS story. He tried out. He is not a recruit. He simply saw a social media post of VNS and then eventually reached out to their coaching staff. They exchanged messages and then their coaching staff asked for a video and then he sent highlights and the rest is history. And for Elijah, he just has this extreme passion for the game at a young age. So determined for this exposure and platform. Went out of his way, brought his volleyball shoes and backpack all the way here in Manila just to play in Spikers Turf. Your thoughts, Alexis and Coach Ronnie?
Thank you so much for that solid report, Bailey's Akot. Wow, what a grassroots program coming from VNS. Imagine usually they take in senior high students, but wala pang strand. Grade 10, 16 years old, tried out organically, now inside living his dream. Passion niya daw to. So dito niya makikita yung power here in the Spikers Turf.
Walk in. Best avenue to reach your dreams and make a living eventually. Talking about the Spikers Turf. Best avenue to make it to the national team as well. That's why it has stayed on for at least the last 9 years.
And that is the leading challenge for the veterans here on the side of VNS for the longest time, Coach Ronnie, because they're taking in a lot of youngsters, a lot of young guns, and it's up to them how to lead by example and also how to mold them in the likes of Owa Cruz and Sumagaysay on the side of the Griffins.
Yes, definitely JB Sumagaysay is the most seasoned campaigner for this team. Also played as a reinforcement some years ago, and there'll be a challenge in this previous sequence, possible net fall. Let's see.
Thank you for tuning in here at the Spikers Turf 2026. This is going to be our first challenge of our first set of our first match in this triple header today. Now, taking a look back at the scores, J-Rack racking up 17 points in their last win. EJ Casania with 18 excellent sets. Now on the side of the Griffins, Santos, Jersey with 12 points, together with Winfred, 12 points as well. So let's take a look at how these playmakers will orchestrate in a balanced way, because all these players want to chime in here for this match today. So let's take a look and wait for the replay if there was indeed a net fault. Take a look. Looks clean to me. There was no, indeed, net fault.
And that will increase the lead of the Cabstars after giving up 2 straight points.
And that error will cut their own run here on the side of AEP Cabstars. Now the score is 7 serving 10. VNS down by 3. Casanya will choose Shnaki. Winfred with that drop. Read by J-Rack. Chance here again. Another
Wow.
drop. Now works here.
Hang time move coming from Shnaki. Very creative. Again, the talent level that you're seeing from Snacky was seldom seen when he used to play for a Signal, given the limited floor time, because of the talent that they had, not
Here.
because of not being that good together with the rest of his teammates.
Signal had a lot of top players in their
Oh,
roster,
yes.
and we are happy that they are distributed as of the moment here, sharing in the power with other teams. Now we're gonna have our second challenge for set number 1. Now is it a ball in or a ball out? Called in by the coaching staff of VNS. And that was way out.
Clearly.
Challenge unsuccessful here for Coach Ralph Ocampo.
Biggest lead for the Cabstars here in set 1 after the score was deadlocked early in this set. RB service ace from Casanya. One of the most sought after playmakers before landing a spot with the Signal HD Spikers and helping Signal win a championship or 2 during a stint with Awesome Nation.
You're right on that. Former green spiker as well. Look at that angle coming from Winfred. But ball continues forth. Here from the pipe, Martishon. De La Noche. And that's going to continue, making it such a big 7-point cushion here on the side of AEP.
Bigger and bigger, more separation between the Cabstars and VNS. Snacky and De La Noche once again from the left pin and the right wing, doing wonders offensively.
Jersey. Are we gonna have Shnaki here? And that ball won't be checked, but are they gonna challenge this for a block touch?
Looking for a block touch. They will challenge the call, but their lead still stays at 6 points at this stage of set 1 against a team that they've beat in 3 straight sets during their first round meeting.
The score here, currently 14-8 in favor of the AEP Cabstars. Again, slowly finding their rhythm, wanting to have a back-to-back win here, and they would want to end this as cleanly as possible in a sweep. Let's take a look at this. Was there a block touch? And you can see here.
Shnaki was right after all. Well, he had the best perspective, really, among all of us, because he was in mid-air. 8-point lead.
Successful challenge here. VNS pulling away. Winfred will try to cut that run, and he will.
Denied at the left pin time and again. Scores here on the right side. That's a welcome development for VNS, who are really searching for more consistent offense after having 3 early attack points in early goings of set 1.
Casanya will set it up for Shnaki again, and he's got the hot hands here for AEP.
No doubt. And the onus is on the other team to try and defend. J-Rack De La Noche and Jason Snacky.
And now here for the second technical timeout, up by 8, it's AEP Cabstars over VNS.
So, Try ka na lang, huwag kang mahihiya. Sige, subukan mo, baka nga pala. Jumbo hotdog. Sundan mo lang ako. Jumbo hotdog. Kaya mo ba to?
UAAP Season 88 Volleyball is in full swing. Watch the games every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday on the Pilipinas Live app. Also available on the UAAP Varsity channel and One Sports, because legends start here. Ball game continues here after the second technical timeout. Again, what a big cushion here on the side of AEP Cabstars, confidently and calmly riding in this 8-point lead against the VNS Griffins. Way too powerful. Gonna give a freebie here to the Always Bright Laticrete Griffins. 9 serving 16.
I believe that at least 50% of the total output of the Green Shirts have come from errors coming from the Cabstars, but they need to generate more offense in terms of attack points and offensive blocks if they can.
One-handed set to Malaiba. De La Noche
Look
try
at
to
the
drop
control
it.
of EJ Casanya once again. One hand set, 2 in a row. That's just composure and experience and court savvy for this excellent playmaker.
Together with his connection with former core team members of Signal HD Spikers, Howard. Combination play. We'll see more aggressive plays coming from VNS. It's working right now for them.
Cross court has been their main source of points. Cross court targets. Still down by 7 after being behind by 8 points earlier.
Can they recalibrate here while playing catch up to the AEP Cabstars? Solid block there coming from their leader, Arviento.
This is what we meant earlier, generating offense. 2 blocks. First offensive block in the set and in the match.
Contained now. Artisan. And there was a touch on that.
This will be a total of 3 straight points for VNS.
We're gonna have a mini run here. Let's see if they can continue it. Malaiba. A touch there on Winfred Santos. It's gonna cut their mini run of 3. Now it's still a 6-point lead here for the Cabstars.
Malaiba did not play in their last match. Referring to the game against the 3B Event Masters, while in their first meeting, he had a total of 9 points against VNS. So far, so good for Howard Guerra, who only had 10 excellent sets versus the 18 of Casanya. Their first round encounter, one in their last match. I believe Guerra just had 9 excellent sets to the 26 of Aldre Ferrer of the 3B Event Masters.
Now you have a double substitution on the side of the AEB Cabstars. We have Tubog and Dasig.
They get the side out finally to stop the scoring run of VNS.
Good read there by Dasig, not getting that ball. And now their lead continues to balloon here for our set number 1, 19 serving 13. 6 above here for AEP. Now that's going to sail straight into the net. And if you're VNS, you're going to bank on the small errors coming from the other side of the court.
Too many committed by the Cabstars that has kept VNS in the set. That 8-point lead is now history. 5-point deficit stares at VNS.
Rosa. They're going to play setter here. Again, 15 solid. points coming from their previous match. We'll need more aggression coming from this 10th grader here on the side of VNS.
That's more like it for Guasa, whose shot earlier was returned and turned into an attack point by the Laticretes. But this time, on that quick play, untouchable. And he gets the right timing. Back to a 5-point lead here for the Cabstars.
Full front here for AEB. Yatko. Back set to Guzman. What? A solid hustle coming from Malaiba.
And Shnaki.
Yatko now from the pipe.
Malaiba tried to go for a pancake, but this time will not be able to rescue that last play. Lead down to 4 from a high of 8. As we caught a glimpse of Elijah Guzman, who had 15 points in their last loss. Tremendous potential lies ahead for this young man.
Solid hustle coming here from the VNS Griffins. Cutting that lead from 8 to 4. And they continue playing catch-up here. But again, with fresh legs. Quality minutes here for Dasig. Now, Casanya right back in.
Together with De La Noche, but before that, a timeout here for VNS.
Yung mga pa-check ball, kinukuha nyo ng kinukuha eh. Tignan nyo yung paa ng blocker, tignan nyo kung saan nakaharap yung blocker para alam nyo kung saan nyo papasok yung kamay nyo. Kanina pa tayo nagsasahod ng bola. Magaling pumalo yung kalaban nyo, experience yun eh, mga matagal na nag-spikers turf yun eh. So dapat siya, mas smart kayo mag-block. Penetrate, pasok yung sa net yung kamay nyo. Doon tayo kayo nyo, dikit yan, no? Dikit yan.
And as you saw, Coach Ralph Ocampo giving that wake-up call, alerting here the VNS Griffins as they are trailing here in set number 1. Still kudos to their hustle with a 4-0 run just a few sequences back. But again, here on the side of AEP, they are on their 21st marker, just 4 points away from grappling this entire set.
Oh,
Casanya will sail that straight into the crowd. And speaking of their errors, it's been piling up on the side of the Cabstars.
indeed. They had a total of 17 errors the first time that these two teams met, referring to the Cabstars. Right now, at least with 6 in this first set alone.
Casanya to De La Noche.
Alam mo, Ai, kung hindi napakalaki ng puhunan nila na walang puntos na kalamangan, dikit na ito sana.
You're right on that here. Now it's just 3
Nakapuhunan
points
eh.
away.
Oo.
Gera will choose Martishon. Casanya.
Oh, nice.
All power down the line coming from Jerac De La Noche.
78-point scorer, number 3 in the competition, in the top 5 in spike percentage. Among the best diggers as well. Definitely a complete two-way player for the Cabstars.
23 serving 17 here with a complete dominant show performance from the Cabstars. Can VNS in the likes of Jersey babalikan?
Babalik-balikan. Siya yung responsable sa maraming attack points din sa umpisa for VNS. Set on the line, preventing a possible multiple set points, but they're still behind by 5, but they're railing the Cabstars from pushing themselves closer to closing out set 1.
You can see the potential from here on the side of VNS. Pero kung nagbalikan sila, dadagdagan ni Malaiba here on the side of AEP. Now, they're currently at set point here for set number 1. We're going to have Soriano entering first-time action here, replacing Doria on the side of Coach Christian Antiporta.
Came off the bench in sets 1 and sets 3 and set 3 against 3B, scored 1 point. Referring to Michael Christian Doria.
Crucial serve here. Jersey Santos going cross, read by Jerac. Chance here for Malaiba. Contained by Owa. Another chance here for Terrence with that drop ball. Long rally alert. Who will end this? Will this be the final point? And it will. ended by no other than Guaz.
Tremendous effort coming from Malaiba, not just in terms of offense, but likewise in terms of scrappy and hustle plays. His thumbprint all over that final point in set 1 for the Cabstars.
A competitive opening set here with the domination of the Cabstars managing to pull ahead in the closing moments. The Griffins showing plenty of fight, but still not quite. Let's see if they can recalibrate here for set 2 action here in the Spiker Surf Open Conference. Despite their struggles in the standings, the Griffins have demonstrated resilience, often pushing opponents with spirited runs and long rallies, and that is why we love to watch good volleyball. But again, it is not enough to pull forth and play catch-up here with the AEP Cabstars. Let's take a look at the set 1 highlights.
Well, it was an early jump the gun mode for the Cabstars. Top of mind for them is to get as much separation in the early goings and deny VNS that confidence level wherein they will be able to keep in step with the Cabstars. And they were able to get that separation in the early goings, build a lead as high as 5 all the way to the 8-point cushion. And they were able to deflate a 4-point run and eventually in cruise control as Deadlock and Snacky, together with Kasanya and Malaiba, made sure that VNS would not be able to stay close and push them any further. They will go up 1-0 against the Young Turks of VNS.
Now on the other side of the court, Coach Ronnie, for VNS, how important is it to establish their top scorers like Guzman and the two Santoses as early as the first point here for set number 2 to change the cruise control, again led by AEP?
That is what they're trying to do exactly. However, the defense of the Cabstars have been able to contain these players that you mentioned earlier, the leading scorers for them. And let's see how they will be able to make the necessary adjustments against the favorite squad of the Cabstars.
Now for our set 2 underway as of the moment, we have Playmaker serving for the VNS, Kasanya. And will that be the first point? Yes, it will for Doria for the Cabstars.
Always nice to have a playmaker such as EJ Kasanya. May not be the tallest setter, but definitely one of the smartest and one of the best.
Howard will activate Gamotea, but ball is out here. That's going to give back-to-back points here for AEP early on this set number 2.
They unloaded at the point of attack in the early going, scored at least 2 points in the quick set on that shoot play, but right now will miss that first opportunity.
Another chance ball here, but that is way too powerful. Lack of wrist action there for AEP, gonna give their first error to VNS.
Too long for Doria. First point for the green shirts, as you mentioned earlier.
EJ, first set here. De La Noche got a touch on that one. We're gonna continue this rally. Guerra, back set to Jersey.
Oh, wow.
Contained here single-handedly by Snacky.
In a sequence wherein VNS was supposed to score, Snacky turns that play into another point for the Cabstars. That will be at least 3 offensive blocks in this match so far for the Cabstars.
Guerra choosing jersey again. Now Cross gets that one for the team. Not coming from an error, but coming from their effort.
John Santos beats the defense of Malaiba and scores the second point for VNS. Trying to stay close is going to be top of mind for VNS.
Casanya will choose Malaiba. Guerra will now turn. And we know that this solid block is not unfamiliar to the AEP.
That's the Cabstars who work on the two-man wall really well against the main scorers of VNS.
For serving two. Guerra with that drop ball. Schnacki playing setter. Ball continues fourth. Put it over to the other side. Chance here for Malaiba. Contained by Joshua Cruz. Santos still getting that touch coming from Guaza.
Finally beats the blockers of the Cabstars. Incidentally, the Cabstars are ranked number 4 among the best blocking teams with 30 kill blocks heading to this game.
Casanya. High pass, back set here to Jersey, cross court. And that's in for this Santos.
4 attack points equivalent to 4 points here in set number 2. To tie the scoreline at 4 apiece. VNS fighting tooth and nail against the Cabstars.
We're in a deadlock here at 4. All coming from Jersey Santos on the side of VNS.
Off the block point delivered by Jerac de la Noche.
More stable coverage coming from the side of VNS. Just a 1-point game here early on. This set number 2 still in. That's going to be second service ace for the match.
That's the first line of offense working for Jerac de la Noche. The pride of UST, who was given the Spikers turf a lot of outstanding talents through the years.
6 serving 4. Ooh, Guerra with that 1-2 play. We needed more of his smarts here.
Against a good blocking team, setters also have to be scoring threats, and that is exactly what Guerra was able to do. Finding the tank fire, and they give up a free point. 2-point lead, Cabstars. That was Elijah, right? Missing?
You're right.
From the service line.
Hopefully, Elijah can make it up with all the power that he can give into the VNS here. 7 serving 5, only up by 2. Jersey again, all power,
Wow.
still inside.
Finding the seam in the 2-man block. Take a look at this last misdirection on the opposite pin. Even Lorenzo was beaten in that last sequence.
Casanya will choose Schnacki.
Combination play, good decoy move coming from Guaza. And Schnacki delivers once again as we head to the first technical time.
You're still watching the 2026 Spikers Turf Open Conference. Let's talk about the AEP Cabstars and one of their latest key additions, Ruvins brought. Si Ruvins is laking Marikina and started early at grade 4 pa lang nagvo-volleyball na siya. Nakwento niya sa akin na quote-unquote trip lang talaga yung kanyang pagsisimula ng volleyball journey. But of course, eventually, naging passion niya and livelihood. And fun fact, he's part of the 11-peat reign or run of the UE Junior Boys team in 2014, the likes of Jao Mandal, Ron Medalla. But of course, more about Vince now here in AEP, the adjustments that they have. He mainly shared that their training is in Cabuyao, Laguna, all the way from Marikina. Nagda-drive daw siya every day for that. And then, of course, their adjustment in the system. Pero ang maganda daw dito, yung coaching staff daw, of course, very collaborative. They have a good understanding that the additions from Signal transitioning pa lang sila to the AEP system, and the coaches also studying the players and the additions. For Vince, he's just happy to be here and he is able to exercise more of his leadership, of course, being a part of a champion team like Signal. Back to you, Alexis and Coach Ronnie.
Thank you very much for that report, Bailey's Akot on. We have Vince Abrot here. Tubong Marikina pala.
Oh, from
Si
east.
Vince. Yeah, from
All the way
east.
to south.
All the way to south. Every single time they're gonna train in Cabuyao.
Every single liter
Talking about
Matters.
gassy.
matters, right?
Sana hybrid yung kotse ni Vince,
Oo.
Coach Ronnie.
Or all electric.
You're right. But you know what, talking about Vince abroad, we actually got to witness him play even before in Signal with the guest teams. And
Right,
you see him produce triple doubles. He's actually also very dangerous here. But talking about a loaded lineup here for AEP, kahit hindi siya nagsa-start as of the moment, there's still so much power going on here inside the court.
This is a good team, really. A loaded lineup. It's a matter of gelling as a unit and yun nga, embracing the system. Back-to-back errors, service error, attack error, lead down to 1.
Again, you mentioned in set number 1, hindi ganon kadami yung errors nila with at least a count of 7. VNS wouldn't be alive until the very set, but as of the moment now, it's just a single-point game. Lorenzo. Casanya, back set to De La Noche.
Off the block point once again for J-Rack, beating Camotea and Guzman. We mentioned earlier during the pregame that it's going to be a tall order for VNS to still make it. But there's no harm in trying and playing the spoiler's role, something that we're seeing from them right now. Total effort.
You're right on the side of VNS with everything to gain and nothing to lose. Solid drop coming from Jersey Santos using his court sense there.
They win the challenge as VNS scores point number 10.
10 serving 11, still a 1-point game here. Casanya to De La Noche.
Toying with the blockers, really. Casanya doing the right thing. Just making sure that they stay ahead, and that's all that counts, all the way to point number 25, if it ends at point number 25.
Again, we're seeing a closer neck-and-neck battle here for set number 2. It's going to be a service ace.
And that's one thing that Guzman is going to be learning. Being a better passer, being a better receiver. 3-point give it up.
Martishon inside the court here for VNS. Guzman will take a back seat for now. A lot of errors produced here as well. In combat, to all his points produced by Doria.
May ratio rin yan di ba? Oh, forget about the ratio, says Guaso. Give me my touches and I'll deliver. Explosive, not the tallest middle blocker, but one of the most powerful that we have seen in the landscape of the Spikers tour.
You know what, Coach Ronnie, should be fun for Coach Christian Andeporta to get a load of these championized players.
The winning pedigree that they bring to the table really has changed really the aura of the team.
And for him to shuffle his cards also confidently with all the potential coming from this loaded roster.
Ang hirap maghanap ng magagaling na players kasi nasa signal at crisscross na karamihan, di ba? So parang hulog ng langit lumabas ito.
Salamat, Signal and Crisscross.
Domo arigato. Sheshe.
Ariga thanks here on the side of AEP Cabstars because now heated up ang Cabuyao Laguna with all these players chiming in. Again, here we have Dasig having quality minutes, especially in set number 1.
Wow.
What an entrance.
Yes, yes. Off the bench contributions, steadying the ship, keeping them afloat. 4-point lead, second technical timeout. Not bad for the Cabstars.
Dapat mo na malaman na wala lang mga sinasabi ang makakatilabi. Pababaero, mga labo sa kwento. Kailangan natin paturo lamang invento. Babaero, Hep Abi. O bababaero, bababaero, bababaero daw ako. Di naman totoo.
Sana nga hindi totoo na babaero. UAAP Season 88 Volleyball is in full swing. Watch the games every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday on the Filipinas Live app. Also available on the UAAP Varsity channel and on One Sports because legends start here. Now after the second technical timeout, AEP up by 4 points. Gonna sail out. That's gonna be a free point to VNS. Again, they've been giving a lot of free points here to the Griffins, and they're gonna take it.
With a smile.
With a thank you.
Oh, that hurts. Again, at least 5 to 6 players under 20 years old. Some are 16, 17 for VNS. They will be better.
You're right. Some haven't chosen a college strand yet. Guerra will choose a Winfred. Got a touch there off on Doria.
Attacking the two blockers directly and scoring off Doria. You're right, off the block point. 3 points away. VNS of the Cabstars.
3-point game. 14 serving 17.
Tight.
Overpass. Gonna put it up. Chance here for the Griffins and the likes of Jersey.
Wow. Lorenzo saving that last instance. Turning a possible 15-point into their 18th. And staying ahead by 4 points as we will see J-Ran and EJ returning.
Still quality minutes here for Tubog and Dasig.
Tuwing pumapasok sila, good things happen. There's a double sub.
18 serving 14. Guerra to Winfred. Down the line. Read by EJ. What a cover coming from AEP. Ball continues. Ooh, all power coming from Winfred Santos. Now cutting the lead down to 3.
Headshot. It's Shnaki. Santos showing us right now that he's playing fearless against that dreaded defense of the red shirts. Lakas yun, ha?
Headshot.
Alam natin dahil lagi tayong natatamaan sa
Masakit
pwesto natin.
yun.
Masakit, di ba? Masakit. Masakit talaga.
Napailing pa si Shnaki from that last sequence. But he's gonna go all in on the service line with a smile. 4 points above. Guerra, the jersey again. Cross has been deadly. Whoa! What a solid hustle coming from Shnaki. Jersey again, second attempt.
Shnaki once more.
Still contained. This is like a 1v1. Tuloy-tuloy ang laban. Gamotea activated. Now Jersey for the third attempt. Still contained. Again, long-spirited rallies powered through by VNS and AEP. Oh, and there you have it, Malaiba getting that one, that hard-earned points for AEP.
Look at the reaction of Coach Antiporta. It's all about effort by Shnaki, defensively together with Vince Lorenzo. And then again, the composure, no panic sequence. Look at that
Tingnan nyo.
effort. Di lang yan. Sa pagbalik siya uli.
Laser-eyed focus coming from
Yun lang,
Shnaki.
kailangan maalala niya na siya na yung magsiserve.
Oo, napunta na siya sa patron kanina.
Ayun. Supply pa rin.
Good intentions. Good intentions coming from Darren Smartishon, but they're gonna call for a timeout here.
Takot kayo sa blocker. Pwede niyong patamain sa blocker ha, para makascore ha. Diba? Pwede niyong paluin ng malakas. Diba? Nangyayari, tumitiklop tayo eh. Tumitiklop tayo. Kailangan mas malakas yung loob, boys. Kailangan mas malakas yung loob natin ngayon. Kuhaan nyo na magandang receive. Tapos buo ng play. O tayo.
Again, there's nothing to lose, everything to gain. Huwag matakot, sabi ni Coach Ralph, because again, this is a court where all equal powers are respected. So all they gotta do is to give it all out, especially with the likes of Jersey Santos and Winfred. Go lang ng go here on the side of VNS.
This was very close early on. Not right now.
Starting to pull away, but finally sealing that one in.
Kanina pa dalawa-dalawa lang yung lamang ng Cabstars. Guerra has been holding his own against EJ Casanya. May kumagat dun sa isang misdirection to isolate the down-the-line hitter.
Can they stop pulling away here? Let's take a look at this.
Smart. Very smart play coming from Soriano.
Getting that drop ball in that empty
Yeah.
campfire.
Wala kang magagawa. Ibigay mo sa open, but Soriano reading the defense well.
Guerra. Finally, one for Adviento.
Finally beats the floor defense of Shnaki, who has been a revelation. That's Jared Shnaki, who's played so hard and extremely well for the
You're right.
Cabstars.
Yatko will be doing the service now. Also the playmaking. Oh, that was almost an ace here.
Aray, sabi ni Vince.
Yatko. Ooh. Balintag, fresh off the bench, sparking that
Yes.
plug for VNS.
Why not? Laro lang. Laban lang. Down 6 earlier, now behind 4.
Casanya now chooses
Wide open,
Soriano
wide open. Wide open. What a play by,
Napapalakpak si
what a
Coach
play by
Christian.
Casanya. 2 critical points delivered by Soriano off the bench. Talaga mapapapalakpak ka dahil lahat ng ipasok niya ay nakakatulong.
Again, like, what a fun time for Coach Antiporta.
Masarap manalo, di ba? Dati, alam mo, hirap tumawid sa semis eh. Ngayon, within striking distance as they give up that last 3-point to cut their lead to 4.
Kahit anong ibalasa, but here, giving that one for VNS. Hopefully, they can play catch-up here and reach a 20th marker to extend this set, but Guaza says no. Again, leading it to the set point.
Ayun yung balasa. Binabalasa ni Casanya yung bigay niya. Kung hindi kay De La Noche, may Soriano, may Shnaki, may Guasa. So lahat gets their own touches.
So many on his fingers as of the moment. AEP is currently at set point number 2. And unfortunately, as that sails out, AEP Cabstars finally dominating second time through here, getting that set number 2. Momentum swings once again as the other side answers back with strong serving. But take a look at the scores. It's 18-25, 19-25. Will we have a sweep or can a VNS extend this so forth? We'll be back here on the Spikers Turf.
You're still watching the 2026 Spikers Turf Open Conference, and with us beside me, head coach Coach Kitty Antiporta of
Hi,
the
good
AEP
afternoon.
Cabstars. Good
Hello
afternoon,
po.
Coach. Coach, question. Of course, we are nearing the playoffs, and every win we can get, sana panalunin natin. Is there pressure for the team right now?
Actually, hindi siya pressure eh. Kumbaga, challenging for us, 'di ba? Na palapit na yung playoffs. So, ang needs namin na gawin dito is, syempre, yung mga ma-maximize yung strength namin, tapos ma-minimize yung errors namin, and syempre, pagandaan namin yung mga upcoming games namin.
Yes, Coach. And given that pressure, given these challenges, kamusta naman yung pag-gel ng team, yung chemistry, may mga additions, yung sistema natin, of course, ini-inject natin. Kamusta naman?
Ayun, bali nagano kami, more on practice kami, tapos may mga practice game kami outside the court din. So from Manila din, kasi most of the players naman kasi namin, na yung mga recruits namin galing Manila eh. So may practice game kami. At the same time, yung team banding, kasi yun yung mahalaga sa amin eh, para di ba magkaroon kami ng chemistry.
Of course. All right, Coach. Thank you so much for your
Thank you,
time.
thank you,
Good
thank you
luck,
po,
good luck.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Back to you, Alexis and Coach Ronnie.
Thank you very much. That was Bailey's Ako together with Coach Christian Antiporta for the AEP Cabstars. Again, all the way to Cabuyao, Laguna, idinala niya ang kanyang mga players from Manila. And as of the moment here, they are aiming to ride that confidence and prove that they can string together back-to-back wins. Again, they already have 2 sets tied under their name. Isa na lang and they can actually sweep this. But again, standing in their way, we have the VNS Griffins ready to recalibrate for set number 3. Let's take a look at the set 2 highlights.
Set 2 highlights, you'll have these two teams all square. We talk about attack points with 11 apiece. Again, it was tight up to the midpoint until errors also hurt the chances of VNS to stay close and turn the second set into a possible endgame battle. Bakit? Siyam na errors out of the 25-point output. That's too much against a good opponent. And then the blocking of the Cabstars really worked well in their favor, shutting down the key players of VNS who came up short once again in their bid to tie the set count at 1 set apiece.
Now we're on our way to set number 3. On your screens, we have the VNS AB Laticrete Griffins ready to power through again. Like what we said, they did indeed recalibrate for set number 2. Nakita naman natin head-to-head, toe-to-toe, equal in attack points, 11-11 in comparison to AEP. But again, if they can minimize their errors, sweep their game, maybe they can take things to their favor here for set number 3 as it is underway now here at the Spikers Turf 2026. Peace sign muna tayo coming from Ronnie Adviento.
Finally, we see JB Sumugaysay seeing action here para sa VNS.
Again, one of the veterans here amongst the under 20
Yes, the biggest name player for their for their side.
players. But So much growth coming on the side of Coach Ralph Ocampo because again, ang dami niya kinuhang 16 years old as of the moment here for VNS. It's always a mix of veterans and young guns here on the side of VNS, but I believe mas madaming bata for this conference.
Ano ba yung bata?
Under 20.
5.
5.
5 hanggang 6. Sobrang bata, ano?
Grade 10.
Getting this valuable experience in the Spikers turf against
You're
the best
right.
players in the country.
Going head-to-head with champion teams, champion players. Just like right now. Rivera puts it up for De La Noche. Guerra. Hang time. Martishon from the pipe, contained. Chance here again for J-Rack. Still blocked. Good cover coming from
Smart.
AEP, but look at that campfire. Nobody home on the side of VNS.
They expected a forceful hit coming from De La Noche, and Cruz played long. De La Noche played short, very short, to score the first point for the Red Shirts.
Guerra will choose Winfred Santos. Schnacky. High down the line. Cross.
Triple block. Wide open. They will not miss.
Getting it always through the seam here. Jersey Santos has been one of the more confident ones, one of the more fearless ones on the side of VNS when it comes to Coach Ralph saying wag matakot when it comes to going against star players.
Ay, na-overpower din kasi sila ng Cabstars. And minsan hindi naman takot yung nararamdaman. Talagang na-overmatch at times. Pero yung character naman itong mga players ni Coach Ralph lumalaban eh. Nakadikit nga kanina nung gusto nung set 2. Bumitaw lang sa dulo.
You're right. Tied with attacks 11-11.
Yes.
And the likes of Martishon here, Sumagaysay hyping Terrence up.
That's their second best scorer. Martishon was limited to at least just 3 points in their last loss against the Chibi Event Masters.
Deadlock at 2 here early on the start of set number 3.
Biten.
Play goes on. Drop ball coming from Doria. Gonna work for them.
Nagulangan na naman ni Doria. At ang Cabstars, ang youngsters ng VNS.
And again, for sure, every game here is a learning curve. You see all that they're learning. Well, Pablo with fresh legs here. Good news for Coach Ralph. We're gonna have a challenge for that last sequence. Let's take a look at this replay.
Oo, napindot na. So they will not challenge after all.
Wala tayong challenge na nag-hang. Tapos walang challenge ang black touch na deny. Last touch. Walang challenge na last touch sa likod. Dito lang ang last touch. Okay. Pero wala tayong challenge na kasi nag-hang. Pagsabi ko, wala. Last touch mo. Sa likod, wala last touch.
EJ Casanya just clarifying. Ball game continues here as Jersey Santos is on deck. Way too powerful. Gonna give that one to AEP. Again, they had as high as 9 errors for set number 2 in comparison to the Cabstars 7.
Wow.
That's gonna be the 3rd service ace. So J-Rack De La Noche has been scoring 1 service ace per set.
Every set. Outsmarting the receivers, faking long, going short once more.
But again, coming from UST, which is the #1 serving team for the past conferences.
Net touch called against the green shirts, and that will hurt.
Wasted attempt coming from Guerra. Good intentions though on the side of VNS.
Yes, looking for that 1-2 play. That dump play goes awry for Guerra and the rest of VNS.
Guerra, long set to Martishon. off the hands. Martishon has had the hot hands lately here.
Better game for Martishon. Compared to his performance in their last loss, good bounce back effort coming from Martishon.
For serving 6, just a 2-point game here. Casanya will choose Guaza. That is out. Right outside the line here.
Down 3, behind 1. 2-point run here for VNS.
Again, they are indeed capable of producing these mini runs. Again, the question is, can they close it out? Casanya.
Oh my.
Way too powerful. Now we are at a deadlock at 6. Can they have one above and turn the tides here for the nearing first technical timeout? With that drop, it was a red. Good cover. And Fred Santos, all power. Again, campfire right in front of the libero.
This is the first taste of the lead in the match, by the way, for VNS.
We're going to have a timeout here.
Guys, isa ha.
Guys, one good pass tayo. Post lang tayo ha. Kailangan, pag pinalo natin, di ba, post tayo. Hindi nagkadalawang isip tayo. Diretso lang, Jay. Diretso lang. Okay na, Ming. Aggressive lang. Go. Try.
Isa lang siya.
Try pa yan, ha?
Let's go!
Hey, kung pagpangit na yung bola, gawan natin ng paraan. Huwag tayo reklamo na reklamo.
Go, take up! Start!
For this match, it has been composure versus chaos versus confidence. And as of the moment, the confident ones are the younger ones. And now, Coach Christian has been telling the Cabstars to compose themselves in front of the youngins. Casanya, De La Noche, high cross, unstoppable on the side of AEP.
Definitely their go-to player who delivers once again. And Casanya, when they needed a critical point. I say critical even if it's quite early in the set kasi lumalamang na yung halaban. Goes to De La Noche who delivers once more.
You're right on that. Take a look at the efficiency of J-Rack De La Noche, racking up 178 points for the past conference. Casanya, Shnaki with that drop, it was a red. Another one here. Finally getting that one a taste of their own medicine. Again, we forget that he is a playing hitter now. For the first technical timeout, it's VNS on top by 1.
You're still watching the 2026 Spikers Turf Open Conference, and trailing in this match are the VNS Always Bright Laticrete Griffins. Their head coach, Coach Ralph Ocampo, challenging the team that they need some sense of urgency. They do have energy, but they lack aggression. They understand that AEP is much more experienced, but they believe and that they know that they are capable of matching their game. They are regrouping in this third set. They have spurts of good plays, but they need to keep their momentum on their side. Of course, by staying disciplined and refraining from unforced errors. Back to you, Alexis and Coach Ronnie.
Thank you very much, Bailey's Akot from the court side. Again, like he said, we have a very close game here at hand. Now, we are still at a deadlock all the way from the 6th point, now up until the 8th. And VNS slowly fighting back here against AEP.
Tasted the lead briefly earlier.
Guaza on deck. Guerra to Winfred, cross. 3-man block here. Look at that towering presence coming from AEP.
3-man wall in post against Santos, who has scored repeatedly against the block defense of the All-Stars. 2-point run here for Guaza and the Cabstars.
9 serving 8. With the help of the net. Jersey for that kill. Locks that one in.
Excellent passing coming from Cruz, reading the serve extremely well. Straight to the setter, leading to the last point. Tied up 9 once more.
Solid assist coming from the floor general, Owa Cruz. Casanya. Now Shnaki. Take a look at that hustle with our coverage. Bit of a miscommunication on the side of AEP. Ball continues fourth. What a save. Longest rally so far. Again, spirited rallies coming from VNS. Can they end it? De La Noche on the floor. Shnaki. And that's inside.
Finally attacks with more force. The drop shots have not been working for him lately. Goes long and deep, straight to zone 5. Stops a 2-point run, restores a 1-point edge.
Thank you for watching us here at the Spiker Surf Open Conference. It's just a single-point game. Now again, we are still at a deadlock. Again, we are gonna extend this as long as possible because the VNS Griffins are in dire need and a sense of urgency here. We are tied at 10. We have been tied ever since the 6th point. Spiker Surf fans. But again, Shnaki, Guerra, now to Jersey Santos. Abroad seeing first-time action here. Net touch called here on the red shirts.
Up 1.
Santos to serve. Casanya will choose De La Noche. Got a touch on Martishon.
Again, when they need to score, De La Noche steps up to the plate and does score for the Cabstars.
Percento dito.
That's in. Finally, Shnaki helps out in terms of scoring to deliver a 2-point run here.
It has been a single-point battle ever since the start. Let's see if they can break through the run of AEP and the like. So, Terence Martishon has been having the hot hands lately here for AEP.
Out of system perhaps, but Martishon straight to zone 6. Ties the count once again at 12.
Sumagaysay now on deck here for AEP. Casanya will choose Abrot.
Oops.
Oops. Miscommunication, but it still works here. Working through the seams for VNS.
So Magaysay brings a lot of fire and swagger to this young team. That is exactly what they need. Either we can try to push them further.
12 serving 13. Casanya. And now Doria activated finally here in the middle. Has been silent for quite some time. Now active again here on the side of AEP. We are still at a deadlock at 13. Guerra will choose Martishon again, all power. Read by Doria. Now to De La Noche. Battle by the net. Gonna be called out to the green shirts. That's gonna be a free point for the AEP.
Probably about 60% hitting accuracy today's De La Noche. But I believe that Martishon is going to be a very good player very soon.
Imagine how young he is and how well he is playing as of the moment. Despite the tension and also the very near scoring. De La Noche's second attempt still contained by Jersey. Now Martishon again firing it away. That's going to be way out. Lack of wrist action, as said here and reminded by Owa Cruz.
This is the part of every set that the Cabstars have gotten the better of VNS.
Guerra, reverse set to Jersey. And that was single-handedly contained by Abrot.
No, off the block point. VNS will score off Abrot. 8 down to 1. Could have been 3. But instead, it's just a 1-point deficit for VNS.
They contested, that was out. That was in, but it was actually out. So the point goes to the Cabstars, now to AEP. We're still at deadlock here at 15 points. De La Noche firing it away. Still saved. What a hustle coming from Martishon. Casanya will choose Guaza. And every single time he gets a touch, he produces. Now for the second technical timeout for the third time, it's AEP on top by 1.
Longanisa. Heaven knows. Ronier. Ronier Adviento. Defense trainer. Sage shuffle side. Fighter.
You're right on that. They are indeed showing the fighter side of themselves, especially with the floor general, John Joshua Cruz, leading his floor defense right at the back end. You can see his hustle here on the side of VNS. Again, it's still a single-point game. We have been tied at a deadlock since point number 6 here. A different narrative. They're really playing head-to-head and toe-to-toe here with the Cabstars. That's in. It's not an average of 1 service ace per set anymore.
So that's 4 service aces for De La Noche in this match.
Tubong Tamashan with that kind of service prowess. Oh no, that's gonna be 5 service aces here for J-Rock De La Noche, racking up service aces here to be the most critical and most powerful player as of the moment here in this match. For the first time, they pulled away with a cushion of 3 points. Make that 2 because Pablo says no.
Tricky serve coming from De La Noche, but they were ready. They were able to turn. It could have been another possible ace into a critical point that pushes them 1 point closer. 16 in the set, 9 by 2 points. The double sub once again ensues here for Coach Antiporta.
One thing I've noticed here in this match is that every single time they sub in on either sides of the court, it has been thoroughly productive.
Able to beat the double block. But Santos, who pushes them another point closer.
Just down by a single point. Whoa! And with that, we are now still at a deadlock, but now at 18. Imagine having been tied to the point ever since point number 16. Now, again, quality minutes again for Dasig and Tubog. Now we have Casanya and De La Noche right back in.
Martishon has been a key element in this fight back for VNS in set number 3.
Gonna sail that out. A crucial point. But again, still just a single point match. Abrot here entering first time action for set number 3. There was indeed a scramble right even before the end of the sequence.
Let's see if we can check that last play out once more.
Take a look at this.
Or before that. When there was a piggyback ride.
From Jersey
Yes.
and Pablo. But good thing no one was hurt.
Oo.
Buti na
Kasi malapit
hila.
sa poste eh.
Nahila ni Jersey si Pablo. Muntik nang dumiretso sa poste. Thank goodness everybody's safe and ball continues. Fourth here. Still a single point game. VNS doing everything they can not to pull away. To close on tight here with AEP. Can they close it out? But that's going to give it away. That's going to be a 2-point game as of the moment. Now AEP is 4 points away from grappling this entire match.
Service errors. Hurting VNS.
Because again, in terms of attack points in set number 2, they were highly matched. And it's also seen here. Now it's going to be an exchange of free points here. Now we're going to have a close 20th marker. VNS reaching 20, AEP now at 21.
I believe this is the first time that VNS will cross over to the 20-point mark.
What a great serve. Casanya. Now to De La Noche. Firing it up. Look at that angle.
De La Noche, the way he started, in terms of composure, in terms of poise, is the way he's still playing up to the third set. And the critical point is not a problem, not a concern for De La Noche.
Casanya, which was Schnacky. High cross still again, working for him when it comes to power. Now there are 23 points. We're going to have a timeout alerted by Coach Ralph Ocampo.
Kailangan na natin maka-side out tas break point para makadikit.
Kaya yan, no?
Kailangan na doon receive ng maganda. Diba? Go lang tayo, receive lang tayo. Go. Side out tayo, side out. Let's go. Go. Hey, finish!
You can see here, VNS, for the first time reaching their 20th marker for this match. Now up against AEP, 2 points away from getting this entire match in a dominating fashion, in a sweeping fashion. But as of the moment again, Coach Ralph Ocampo aiming for a quick side out on the side of VNS. Can they deliver this and halt this match and extend it to a fourth? Casanya serving. Guerra to Winfred Santos down the line, and that is in. And that is what Coach Ralph is talking about.
Right between Abrot and Casanya. Santos coolly scores a crucial point after they call timeout.
Oh! Was that a rotational error?
Yes, it is. And Coach Antiporta will call a timeout.
WhatsApp lang, Jay. Sige lang. Wala niyo. Next one tayo. Reset. Palas tayo, guys. Yeah, but... Jay, ano ba dito? Go, guys!
Ball game continues here. Now it's just a single point game, and we're nearing the tail end of set number 3. VNS getting that lucky free point with a costly rotational error on the side of AEP. Can they bank on this and close this out? We'll find out. Schnacky gets a touch and gets that one, redeems it as quickly as possible, giving the AEP Cabstars finally at match point.
Specific point of attack probably called by Coach Antiporta during the timeout. Schnacky delivers to match points for the Cabstars.
Martishon up and away. Stayed at the net. Schnacky closes it fourth.
They sense danger. The red flag was up. De La Noche and Schnacky together with Casanya. That's composure, winning experience. And they sweep and repeat and show mastery against the young Turks of VNS Laticrete.
You were right on that one. Another intense set here at the Phil Oil Center. Again, the fight from the other side has been relentless. It has been a deadlock from point number 6 up until point 23. And now the rallies have been extended. The pressure was built, but again, proven a dominance with a championship core. AEP continues to dominate. 18-25, 19-25, 22-25. Now our courtside reporter will be with the player of the game when we return here on the Spikers turf.
This is the 2026 Bikers Turf Open Conference, and with me, beside me, is AEP Cabstar Player of the Game, J-Rock de la Noche. Congratulations on the win. Maraming salamat sa oras mo. J-Rock, question ko sa'yo. Of course, alam mo ba na at the end of the first round, you are top 1 in scoring? Alam mo ba yun? Alam mo
Hindi po, hindi.
Hindi niyo po. Congratulations
Thank
sa'yo
you,
at alam mo na yun. Anong pakiramdam? Ito ba yung pinlano natin? Spikers Turf, pinlano mo ba siya?
Opo. Kasi may plan po ako na gusto ko pang ma-improve yung skills ko po sa liga na to. Kasi first time ko din po. Kaya ginawa ko talaga yung best ko na makatulong sa team.
Of course, congrats and more power dyan. Siyempre, dagdagan pa natin yung
Yes,
ano.
yes.
J-Rock, second question, of course. We're approaching the playoffs and hopefully we get in, AEP gets in. Kamusta yung gel ng team naman, yung chemistry natin? Are we at the right pace to peak at the right time?
Malapit na. Kasi medyo konti pa yung iba naming pong chemistry. Medyo nagsa-slow start po kami. So, kailangan pa namin maghabol sa ano namin po, chemistry tsaka lalo sa training kasi need talaga namin kasi twice a week lang po kasi yung training namin. Siguro kailangan pa namin magtrabaho pa para maging buo po kami sa loob ng court.
Alright. Thank you, J-Rock. Baka may gusto kang batiin?
Binabati ko nga po pala dyan yung family ko dyan sa Victoria City, Negros Occidental, and also sa jowa ko po and sa Cabstar community. Hello po sa inyong lahat.
Alright. Thank you so much. Our player of the game, J-Rock de la Noche. Back to you, Alexis and Coach Ronnie.
Thank you very much. Congratulations to J-Rock de la Noche, racking up the points for the entire conference as of the moment. Again, has been a critical player and has been efficient from sets 1 to 3. Let's take a look at the set 3 highlights.
One of the top players after the first round continues to sizzle for his new team. When in here in the third set, the closest set that we have seen. Finally, VNS able to narrow or cut down on their errors. They only had 5 compared to 7 for the All-Stars. Eventually, that went in their favor as they were able to stay close until a late 3-point run enabled itong team ng Cabstars na nakahinga-hinga dun sa dulo. Pero dumikit pa rin dahil dun sa isang late error para dito sa Cabstars. But eventually, De La Noche and Shnaki will close the third and final set and sweep once more a hard-fighting young team of VNS Laticrete.
And you're right on that. Again, De La Noche, kung meron lang tayong finals MVP as early as...
Mahaba pa.
Sobrang
Mahaba pa.
malayo pa, but especially with that critical parts of set number 3. Again, dikita ng puntos from 0.6 to 0.23, but they got it and dominated it. So now, up next, we actually have the Alpha Insurance Protectors going against the 3B Event Masters. So it's not a goodbye on behalf of Spiker Surf, Alexis Tinsay with Coach Ronnie Magsanok and Bailey Sakot. It's not a goodbye, it's a see you later.